It just makes me sick to my stomach.
What Lacey Overby is holding forces her to relive a nightmare.
And this is what he used to choke me with my blood stains on him.
A roll of gauze from her car used to strangle her, the home health nurse told us.
And he just told me to drive. I didn't know where we were going.
Along with the scrubs she was wearing the day she told police she was abducted, held against her will, sexually assaulted, and forced to take a stranger she just met to the U.S.-Mexico border.
And it's something that I wouldn't wish on anyone.
Overby says she was a victim of her own kindness. Security footage shows her in those same scrubs buying tacos, she says, for a man she thought was homeless. Overby likes to give to those in need.
Before I knew it, he had his arm through. He pushed the gear stick to park. And when in my car, when that happens, all 4 doors unlock. It happened within 5 to 10 seconds.
Overby on the phone with her daughter. She called 911 before the mom's phone, license, and debit card were taken, she says.
I have not driven it since.
Overby told us the alleged suspect stayed low in the back seat, sticking half his body in the trunk space, and that he was having frantic calls with someone.
It was more like he's in trouble, like a boss screaming at him. It wasn't, you could like sense his body movements and stuff had changed.
Overby says they stopped a few times, at least once for gas, but she didn't risk running away.
And he just dragged me behind the car to the grassy, gravelly area and sexually assaulted me.
As the car got closer to Laredo, Overby says she was told to exit the highway, but was then strangled from behind with her own gauze pulled out of the car. The man then instructing Overby to go into Mexico. She never saw him again, she says, making contact with an OnStar agent who advised her to alert border officials when she got to them.
All I remember is saying, check on my kids, this is my daughter's phone number, just make sure they're okay.
Overby showing us proof she was assaulted. She had a medical exam done when she got back to the Metroplex. But the man who caused all this pain, nowhere to be found. No updates from DeSoto PD. No one to say Overby's story is even valid through security footage, cell phone data.
I didn't just wake up one day and be like, I'm gonna go to Laredo.
A spokesperson from DeSoto PD told us they couldn't comment on the ongoing investigation. Overby is, though.
But you kind of want people to not be as trusting as maybe you were.
Absolutely not. I did this to I did this. I know that.
And we asked DeSoto PD why the gauze, the clothes Overby was wearing that night still hasn't been entered in as evidence. They were not able to specifically comment about that to us tonight. Back to you.
All right.